downtown, in our capital. When I recall my homeland, my thoughts are filled with the sights and sounds of the city. But home means something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusia is a land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
The destruction of one of their arsenal birds has significantly reduced the scale of Erusia's air defense network. Ocean forces where we gained air superiority and freed over half of the Eusian continent. However, Erusia is feeling the pressure and is reacting by attempting to activate the ballistic missile base in the suburbs of Sierra Plata. For the past 72 hours, they've put the resources and people into action and have already entered the final stages of a launch. The missile silo is deep underground. To destroy it, we'll need a bomber to drop a huge deep penetration bomb in a precise place. Unfortunately, that airspace is thick with clouds at the moment, so it'll be difficult for a bomber to hit the target accurately. Normally, we'd wait for the weather to clear, but with the situation being what it is, we don't have that option. So, we will be the bomber's eyes and find the missile silo. You'll all be equipped with targeting pods instead of special weapons. We need you to fly at low altitude, visually identify which silo they're activating, then acquire it with your targeting pod. Once you press the firing switch, the bombers will drop their payload based on the location data provided by the targeting pod. You will need to keep the silo in the center of your sight until the bomb hits its target, or else it will miss entirely. It takes a high level of airmanship to properly guide these bombs to their targets while flying the plane. Naturally, we assume the enemy has positioned anti-air artillery and aircraft in the area of operations, so stay alert. Additionally, we suffered human and material losses in the last battle. The Cyclops Squadron will sit this one out. Trigger, it's up to you to make this work with just Strider Squadron.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Erusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. You can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that arsenal bird. We got the bombs. Enter the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with the circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered.
Time for fireworks.
On target. Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the OC's garrison. Soldiers' lives are at stake. We have no time.
They completely lost it. You can bet on it.
Let's end this madness.
Dropping another bunker buster will take some time. Aim carefully.
That's a swing and a miss. The lot easier to climb the silo. That was nice.
Bunker buster away.
Look, there's fire shooting up from the ground.
Missile silo destroyed. That makes 2. No launch signs yet.
We might be able to pull this off. Let's keep it up and get the rest of these silos.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in. They don't appear to be going after our bomber. Take them out if they interfere with our mission.
Standard clear. Lock on.
Missile launched. Target destroyed.
The fewer there are, the harder they are to find. Good luck.
There's only one silo remaining.
I'm like a wolf that's pulled out of its leash. These guys won't know what hit him. I thought you were a bird from its cage.
Bunker busted away.
Strider 1, target destroyed. All missile silos have been destroyed.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Stall warning.
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar. Launch site is this dam.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude.
Enemy has a lock. Missile fired. Evade it.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Locked on bandits. Attacking.
Missile.
Confirmed signature on our radar. Warning, we confirm another launch. Take it out.
That bandit is still on your back. Missile away. Bon voyage. Ejecting. Need rescue. Hostile has a lock.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. Additional launch confirmed.
Incoming.
Target shot down. Destroyed.
I was gutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me. You had us sweating up here. There wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash. Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
Arusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. Can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that Arsenal bird. We've got the bombs. You need the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, we need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with a circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits.
We have successfully prevented an enemy ballistic missile attack. Strider Squadron, you did very well without your unit commander. We are now preparing for the final stage of our long-range operation, seizing the capital. With the loss of an Arsenal bird, followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Russia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean Army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley, so your altitude will need to be restricted. If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced visibility. 1 mile to tanker. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 yards. You may approach the refueling tanker. 50. Make left. Excellent work, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 1,900 feet. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Nationals 1. Our current ETA matches yours. We'll catch them off guard, but can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here has already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay? Good luck.
Understood.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Watch your speed.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in for our bounty. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite a roller coaster ride.
Vessel confirmed sunk.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Enemies are attacking! The hell did they come from?
Missile hit. Vehicle eliminated.
Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. I guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
They took out our leader's bird! Hurry or they'll roast us on the ground!
Strider 1, this is the way. Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
Strider, the last of our NGO guns! They've all been taken out! This is Nationals 1. Arrived at the clearing. Landing now.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. On time, pizza's free.
Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Broadcaster, hostiles are still near the LZ. We can't make our approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Do you have a visual on them? Strider 1, 1, I need you to take out those enemies at the LZ. Strider 1, target destroyed.
This is Basilisk 1. Landing now.
All enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain, I really do. But this is war. Trust your allies and keep fighting. This base is ours for the taking. Wait the base, Commander! What are you waiting for? We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of them for us.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. You have our thanks.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. It's more than a surprise attack. Really?
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Confirmed to pitch one leader. The one with the 3 scratches.
2 remaining. One last enemy fighter.
Ambush, hang on. Reform the ranks. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
That's it. If we pick up those two, we can force our way inside the facility.
Strider 1, locked on target. Target's destruction confirmed. And their support was right on the money.
Pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay, start running on the count of 3.
Great. I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbell.
There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Tear down that barricade.
Gotta go. This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time.
Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. To the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. You are right on course. Maintain current heading. Right on the money, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 1,900 feet. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Basilisk 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never would
1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Watch your speed.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base. Closing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite a roller coaster ride.
Missile confirmed sunk.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish him off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Enemies are attacking! Where the hell did they come from?
Missile hit. Vehicle eliminated.
Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
They took out our leader's bird! Hurry or they'll roast us to the ground!
Strider 1, this is the way. Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
That's the last of our NGO guns! They've all been taken out!
Fastest one. Arrived in the area. Landing down.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. Gotta do it on time. Beats is free.
Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Broadcaster. Hostiles are still near the LZ. Can't make our approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Do you have a visual on them? Strider 1, I need you to take out those enemies at the LZ. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Fastest one. Landing down.
All enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain. I really do. But this is war. Trust your allies and keep them low. Space is ours for the taking.
Wake the base commander! What are you waiting for?
We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of them for us.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. We have our tank.
Give me a damage report! We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
Really?
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
2 remaining. One last enemy fighter.
Ambush, they call. Regroup the ranks. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
That's it. If we take out those two, we can force our way inside the facility.
Strider 1, locked on target. Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
Keep pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay, start running on the count of 3. Great. I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbell. There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Talk. Tear down that barricade.
How'd it go? This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. Go to the flight control.
Roger that.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Spencer still hasn't recovered?
He has, but the doctor won't let him fly.
Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
Who's the self-important stiff?
Here, and he really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there?
However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters, with a submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David North. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
Ha! We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the Alicorn. The Alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster if there wasn't.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier. It can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird in the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
Source?
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HI.
Only Strider Squadron will sortie.
Whoa, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready.
Here we go. Do it with a bang.
Understood.
Shit. What's up?
Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
Retreat and wait for backup. Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once.
Trigger, what now?
Just for aircraft? Just talking nerve. Come on, it's time to find a real fighter pilot.
We doing this or not? Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in after Trigger.
All aircraft engage, weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the H hour.
You mean our hot shots from the last 5 minutes?
Don't slow down. Being late is not an option. Look who we've got here. This planet I made disaster time over our pushovers. Yeah! Here we go, cowboys. Surround them.
Shaking off enemy lock!
This is Sigurd 1. 3 and 4 hit the 305. Hit the attack. Sigurd 3, welcome.
Trigger, I'm seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SG-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them.
I don't need no Wiseman to fly.
Improve it, Cal.
Righto! You sure? Our man Trigger was an absolute monster just now.
Fox 2!
I'm hit!
Missile closing!
Being outnumbered is tougher than I thought.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit! Do it with the bang!
Strider 1, missile away.
Down quite a few, but haven't even made a dent.
Shut up. You see Trigger complaining?
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go.
These guys are good. I'll put the one on the left and you pick the one on the right. We're the last generation of fighter pilots. Show them just what we can do.
It's not every day you're in a battle like this.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do. Come on, get me.
Watch it, enemy has a lock on you. Strider 1, missile launched.
Sparks are to be expected. Let's engage. Evade. Do it now.
Locked on. This one's a goner.
Enemy on your rear.
Commander, we good with the UAO?
Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
We're here, team.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. They can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
Trigger, take out enemies away from our fleet, too. Take control of the entire airspace.
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Copy that. Show us what you got.
Trigger shot down at SU-57.
That was our youngest pilot.
Drake 1, engaging. Drake 3, engaging.
It's not strong.
Yes! This is the air combat I've been waiting for. Don't really care about the stuff. Just want a good fight, huh?
Drake 5, engaging. Drake 8, engaging.
Still me!
Trigger splashed the hostile.
Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities.
The party's just getting started.
What a check, Adrian. Not yet. I'll keep him hanging. Take him down. Roger. You're all too close. Spread out. Captain! Curse you, free strike!
We're not fighting UAVs. It's just as hard on them as it is on us.
You ain't no match for me.
Are you sure? Damn sure. It's 3 strikes.
Fox 2.
Incoming. Get in the cloud. Alert! Alert!
Strider 1, target destroyed.
The enemy has a lock on me. On my enemy's tail.
EW aircraft is taking fire from a YF-23.
Enemy
That bird over there flies pretty well. Didn't think pilots of that caliber were still around.
Missile away. Abandoned splash.
Their ranks are thinning.
Good last. We're light at the end of the tunnel. Continue with your mission.
Total lineup. Can't see it all. I'm fighting.
Somebody take down their EW aircraft.
Multiple aircraft approaching this airspace. They're Harriers.
Any moves to attack our fleet must be stopped.
Alright.
Receiving support from ESM.
That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
Just wait. I'll get you a drink in a second.
Thanks.
Locked on hostile.
Strata 1, target acquired.
What's your altitude? Martians heading for the coast. So, that's the meeting place for pilots replaced by UAVs. This is it. This is the battlefield I've been craving.
Locked on bandit. Another enemy aircraft approaching our ship.
Harrier destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
No control. Returning to base. Don't forget to tell our candidates they need to have a problem every time Base Trick shows up. You see the size of that ship? Why the hell was it not in action all this time?
Resource rating. Evacuate immediately. Lost the ship. Keep the destroyer tight. Yes.
Harrier 2s have all been destroyed.
Good job.
Great work.
Strider 1 splash with bandit.
Command duty officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target.
Roger. Their primary target is a hostile landing ship, Puffin.
Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robert Harry.
Captain.
Ah, you don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They brought EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
Missile.
I'll show you moves WAV can copy.
Entering cloud cover. Missile away. Return to operation area.
Come at me, bro. Catch me if you can.
I should have switched with Lanza.
Cover me. Past the third checkpoint. We're halfway there. From Puffin to all ships. Change formation. Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to clear them out.
They're fullbacks. Definitely faster than the ones before.
They'll pose a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, let's get this done quick. My missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble.
Your eyes on spring strike. You might learn a thing or two. Roger. Anti-air station. Target enemy aircraft.
Missile.
Well, they sure brought a lot of friends.
Missile.
Evade! Evade!
Missile.
Damage control to CIC. The engines are intact. We're still good. Sequence failed. Incoming.
The landed ship is under attack. Keep the enemy away from our ships.
Hard port. We can't cross the fleet path. All personnel, abandon ship.
Look, another destroyer's been sunk.
That's it. Trigger splashed a fighter.
Strata 1, missile launched. Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see us. Spent 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. They wouldn't want to go back to that.
I see 3 strikes. I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type, Su-47.
Burkets. Marusha doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Enraged? Can I kill him now? I've waited long enough. Use the confusion to get on a 6. Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think. I'm seeing on my tail. Taking fire! Idiots, ignore their illusions. Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you were
You shot down an Erusian bird.
What do you mean?
Missile.
There are no more reinforcements. It must be hostile. You are clear to engage. Don't hesitate.
I'm screwing you up so bad. Kill him, scream. And he's on a silver platter. Shit, scream, we're pulling out. God damn it! 3 strikes, I will have you. You will not die.
What?
Hey, what are you doing?
Am I hearing things?
No, I hear too. Not so fast. You have no time to piss your penis.
Hey, these bats are on the run. Let them go.
That bitch was using OC's radio frequency. That's an encrypted military channel.
That's nothing to worry about now. Focus on the mission at hand.
Entering ESM range. Missile launched. Strider 1, Fox 2. Missile launched.
Strider 1 got one.
Target acquired. Additional hostiles confirmed. We're detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them.
Stay in formation.
Strider 1, bandit splashed. Receiving support from ESM. Strider 1, target destroyed. Strider 1, target destroyed. All ground targets destroyed.
This takes away the enemy's surface-to-ship capabilities. Fine work, Trigger.
We got this. 3 strikes in a squadron are with us.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Negative.
Missile launched. Target is hit. Target is down.
A friendly shot down the SU-34 approaching the fleet. We owe you one.
Captain, they're ready for takeoff, sir. They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo. Captain, don't lose sight. The lines are about to be snuffed out in senseless cruelty. How many must be sacrificed to put them to rest?
Captain, it's 3 strikes and its crew. They've tied down the enemy bird.
Missile launched.
Our men just might make it through.
Supercapacitor's charged.
Wait.
Target in sight. Gun man ready.
From here, that submarine looks huge.
Watch out. It's gonna be ready to miss.
Strider 1, missile launched.
We can sink this plane along with it.
Confirmed destroyed.
Lost the friendly.
2 minutes remaining.
Keeping lock. Breaking.
Missile launched.
Missile closing. Evading.
Let the LRSSG take care of the enemy aircraft.
Target shot down. Missile away. Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
They're not retreating. Submarine must mean the world to them.
Entering ESM range. Missile Target acquired. Hostile confirmed destroyed. Entering ESM range.
Alicorn, do you copy? We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle the sub immediately.
As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the Erusian military.
What are you saying?
Don't you see?
Muffin, this is Longcaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Copy, copy. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course. Anything other than finger food would get in the way of my duties.
That clearly wasn't what she meant.
Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. You take command from here on.
Well done, pilot. Then slow ahead both engines.
Are you sure? The landing ship pumped to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing. Main guns commence fire.
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. Face their aircraft.
Alicorn fired on her with the railguns. The landing ship's on fire. It's gonna sink.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What?
What happened? Listen up. You need to take that bird down. Hurry!
Patch me in. Do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit!
Hey, what about the submarine? We've gotta help our ship first.
Don't lose them. Shoot them down.
Shit.
Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger.
Enemy submarine is going under.
Shit. That monster will roam the oceans.
12 miles until the aircraft leaves the AO.
Keep my words. This boat has proved to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. A conflict rather than destruction or a judgment.
Captain!
Land it down.
Keep it up. They're not evading us.
Shit, it's crazy.
And it will be done with the people from beginning to end. Shall be qualified by the number of lives we will take. Yes.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes.
The damn bastard ruined it.
Captain,
Don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made. Let's have him assist in the next plan. It'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, Command Committee Officer? Here we go. Do it with a bang. Understood. Shit.
What's up? Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
retreat and wait for backup. Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once.
Trigger, what now?
Aircraft? Don't talk served. Come on, it's time to find a real fighter pilot.
We doing this or not? Trigger's already kicked off the game. Going in, after Trigger.
All aircraft engage, weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the H hour.
You mean our hotshot from the last 5 minutes?
Don't slow down. Being late is not an option.
Look who we got here. Planning on leaving faster time before our push over. Yeehaw! Here we go, cowboys. Surround them.
I have 3 main.
Shaking off enemy lock.
This is Sigurd 1. 3 and 4, head to 305. Hits an attack. Sigurd 3, let's go. Stanley, time to get rid with the plane.
Trigger, seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SG-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them.
Haley, Cricket, send rescue!
I don't need no Wiseman to fly.
Improve it, Cal.
Righto.
He's not dropping us that easy. We're flying on 5, not 0.
Enemy has a lock.
Don't hit me, no way. I don't like those up jaws.
That's a lot harder without Wiseman.
You sure? Our man Tree was an absolute monster just now.
Fox 2!
I'm hit! Ah!
Missile closing.
Being outnumbered is tougher than I thought.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit! Do it with a bang!
Not so vivid.
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using Osia's radio frequency. You mean they're on our side?
Impossible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
Guess it might have been that way where we came from, but you know what I'm saying, Trigger?
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do.
Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres's quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute of forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct? Or is it?
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes. Based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
from the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
Significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 strikes data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyuk Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change objects. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting them. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The elements of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add 1 more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party's served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Luco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
They're already here.
Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing Sam! They think they've already won. That's our chance.
Now time for a counterstrike.
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Alright, where's my artisanal burgers? Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game. Those newly online ships are a pain. If only we had anti-ship missiles by the truckload.
That's a lot of ships lost. We're gonna make a fortune once the war's over. Why stock in salvage companies while you can? Lieutenant General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized.
That's mostly the work of 3 strikes. Now's the time to pull out any tricks you've got.
Enemy fleet up ahead.
With this size fleet, we're heading to Farbanti. Osea would have a tough fight.
Well, looks like it's gonna be the 3 of us. Ready, County Trigger?
You betcha. Not a single ship's gonna leave the port.
We gotta shoot at him to shut him up.
Sorry, guys. The cruise has been canceled.
Sir, there's a few of them. Take some damage to the port and ship.
Command won't accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down.
Enemy vessel destroyed. Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bag.
Have our ships ready to stalled. Somebody do something about those bastards up there.
Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all going home together.
Hostile has a lock.
Low altitude approaches from onshore are difficult.
Missile in the air! It's aim! Strider 1!
Vessel confirmed sunk. Aegis vessel Thalassa has been destroyed. The enemy's AA capability should be greatly reduced.
We're keeping minimal personnel on board for damage control. Negative. All personnel abandon ship. Can't ship like this.
Not missile yet.
You've got its attention.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Missile away.
How many ships in port are still operational?
Hit to assess damage, but likely less than half.
Ludicrous. They'll fill the port with scrap metal at this rate.
Taking heavy return fire from moving ships.
Going for another attack run.
Missile launched.
This is Shepard. Seems 3 strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much need of him. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Lieutenant General. Certainly not the result I predicted.
I'm sorry, sir.
Attack hit on Aegis vessel Kido. Ship destroyed.
We've got a big game hunter.
You can't resist hogging the spotlight. Dibs on the next one.
Good. We reduced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup sure were good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Awesome. Keep it up, Trigger.
Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Prynne, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, we've data linked the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down. 30% of observed enemy forces destroyed.
done eating yet. Ain't that right, Trigger?
4 MiG-31s approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2000.
This is Aroni. Hold my time until our rear catches up. Stay back. You're not equipped for air-to-air. Please look out for guns. Engaging.
Boy, that destroyed the entire port.
It's launched.
Must be hallucinating.
It's not a hallucination. It's a nightmare.
More contact from second patrol. There it goes. That means we got less than half our forces left.
We can't see you. All right. We've wiped out most of their forces in the urban area.
I still see some ships moving. Trigger, let's go for those.
There's no need to go through the whole menu. Focus on the juicier targets.
Roger that. Here we go, Trigger. Came in for a picnic. Found ourselves in a marathon. Thought you said this is going to be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. Picnic, you have to eat.
Tell me which you prefer.
Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
Warfighters incoming at super low altitudes from bearing 015. We have a report that 3 strikes among them. We have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't protect the fort.
Roger that. Leave it aside. Make the kill. Ask Squadron, EL Squadron, clear to engage.
This is Tucker 04 requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates.
Control, returning to base. You always have aircraft problems when 3 strikes is around. No joke, I have lost control.
3 strikes is performing well above our expectations. Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Confirming additional hostile ground forces.
Running out of time. Don't waste it.
Bandit down.
This must be that 3 strikes guy Rudy Squadron was talking about.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metis and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
To fight a pristine fleet after all that?
Let's do this. Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke plumes from the port. If it weren't for the bad weather, we would have been caught there. Prepare for an anti-air combat. Arthur drone has reached the target. Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command to the officer. Turn drill into a real war. You don't see it, do you? It's imagination.
So use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives. Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat. Anti-air combat.
All rotorcraft in the area appear to have been eliminated.
Our helicopters are all gone. This is what the submarines can do.
I've got you. Looks like we're late to the party. They've done a number on our allies.
Missile launched. Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Target confirmed down. That was Fleet Commander Gleb Almazov on board. It's gonna take a long time to rebuild the fleet without him.
Missile away. UAV is down.
Capital off the recovery. Take a roundabout towards the big government office from the waterfront.
PCB, you got it.
Strider 1, don't ice up. Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
You're almost out of special weaponry.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Commence interception. Fire! Fire! Target enemy aircraft. Fire!
Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile?
It's the terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation!
Impact the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit.
What? What happened?
We're on the way.
What in the world?
You alright?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000. It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it.
Distance 30,000. Contact imminent.
Trigger, hanging in there?
Salvation! The death of a million is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need the UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Illusion, head back. I want that 100% survival rate.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Triggers, last event.
Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat. Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Strider 1, Fox 2. Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
All right, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Hell, that's easy for you to say.
5 minutes remaining.
Caution. Pull up.
Enemy cockpit, breaking up.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Attack missed.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. I need you to attack the designated heli.
That bandit is still on your back.
Deliverance.
Locked on.
Picture it.
Caution.
They
Pull
took a
up.
bite out of me. Breaking.
Target confirmed down. In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Erusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
1 million lives gone. Picture it.
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Missile.
Attacking from behind my target.
Missile. Missile.
Impact, now.
Enemy behind you. Damn coward, shooting us from beyond our range.
Target confirmed down. With Captain Alonso Terrigo gone, Aegis vessel Thalassa won't be much of a threat.
Target is hit.
Shaking off enemy lock.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
Radar contacts. Addition. Strider 1, bandit splashed.
3 strikes is still unharmed.
3 minutes remaining. All SU-37s have been destroyed.
Those guys were well trained. It'd be tough if we let them hound us.
Projectile exploded. It's gone. Strider 1, missile away. Target hit. Enemy has a lock on you.
Bandit down. Nicely done.
Missile. Missile.
I've got a sitting duck here. Fox 2.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
Behind the enemy.
2 minutes remaining. Missile launched. Missile hit.
Strider 1, enemy behind you. Hostile has a lock. Locked on bandit.
Target shot down. Strider 1, Fox 2. Target acquired. Detecting enemy air reinforcements on radar.
Ammunition 0.
Strider 1, you're entering clouds. Enemy has a lock on you. Strider 1, missile away.
That's the way to do it.
3 strikes. Relax the drive.
I've got a sitting
Adjuvant's just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask? Get your because we wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you, to cut you apart. He was
locked on!
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, SU-47s.
Lanza! Missile! Behind you! Lanza!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream.
That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick.
Nicely done. Siblings can go to hell together.
Strider 1, target
Scream! Damn it! You'll pay for this, 3 strikes!
Only one left. We run them down together. But the death blow will be from you, Trigger.
I'll kill him, alright!
Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
Scream!
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Scream! 3 strikes! It's just as I imagined. What we do, this is how we end. But know this, 3 strikes. I'd rather go to hell than live in a world shaped by you. So yeah, we'll be heading there now.
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now.
I gotta catch up to her.
The bat's blimp has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right.
Yes. The problem has been eliminated. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 strikes has removed all straggler Erusian forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Erusia to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Look up. I'll eat their hearts out. Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogies! ETA 2 minutes!
Already here. Give me a damage report.
Resistance from enemy air defenses confirmed. Keep on dining. Don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing Sam! They think they've already won. Now's our chance.
Now time for a counterstrike.
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Alright, where's my artisanal burgers? Had to stay back in the game. Those newly online ships are a pain. If only we had anti-ship missiles by the truckload.
That's a lot of ships lost. We're gonna make a fortune once the war's over. Why stock intelligence companies while you can?
Brigadier General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized.
That's mostly the work of 3 strikes. Now's the time to pull out any tricks you've got.
With this size fleet, we're headed for Avanti. Osea would have a tough fight.
Well, looks like it's gonna be the 3 of us. You ready, Captain Trigger?
You betcha. Not a single ship's gonna leave the port.
We gotta shoot at him to shut him up.
Sorry, guys. Your cruise has been canceled.
Sir, there's a
Port and ship.
Command won't accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down.
Enemy vessel destroyed. Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bay.
Half our ships have either been sunk or stalled. Somebody do something about those bastards up there.
Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all going home together.
Hostile has a lock.
Low altitude approaches from onshore are difficult. Missile in the air. Evade. Strider 1.
Vessel confirmed sunk. Aegis vessel Thalassa has been destroyed. The enemy's AA capabilities should be greatly reduced.
We're keeping minimal personnel on board for damage control. Negative. All personnel abandon ship. Catch a ship like this.
Not failing yet.
We've got its attention.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Missile away.
How many ships in port are still operational? Ships with 10 damage, but likely left to half. Ludicrous. They'll fill the port with scrap metal at this rate. 20 RPM. How are we supposed to hit them? Just shoot.
Taking heavy return fire from moving ships.
Going for another attack run.
Target acquired. Missile launched.
This is Shepard. Team 3 Strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much need of you. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Certainly not the result I predicted. I'm sorry, sir.
Attack hit on Aegis vessel Quito. Ship destroyed.
We've got a big game hunter.
You can't resist hogging the spotlight. Dibs on the next one.
Good. You produced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup, sure, we're good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Awesome. Keep it up, Trigger.
Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Bryn, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, we've data linked the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down. 30% of observed enemy forces destroyed.
Great. Keep it up.
We ain't done eating yet. Ain't that right, Trigger?
4 MiG-31s approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2,000.
This is Brody. Right time until our rear catches up. Stay back. You're not equipped for air to air. Please look out machine guns. Engaging.
Four aircraft destroyed the entire port. Launched. Must be hallucinating.
It's not a hallucination. It's a nightmare.
Thank God that's the second to two. If they're gone, that means we have less than half our forces left.
We can't see you. All right. We've wiped out most of their forces in the urban area.
I still see some ships before you, Trigger. Let's go for those.
There's no need to go through the whole menu. Focus on the juicier targets.
Roger that. Here we go, Trigger. Came in for a picnic. Found ourselves in a marathon. I thought you said this was going to be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. With a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me which you prefer.
Bandits coming from the northwest. Large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
Warfighters incoming at super low altitudes from bearing 015. We have a report that 3 strikes on them. We have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't detect the port.
Roger that. Leave the rest on us. Alpha Squadron, EL Squadron, clear to engage.
This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates.
Lost control. Returning to base. You always have aircraft problems when 3 strikes is around. No joke. I have lost control.
3 Strikes is performing well above our expectations.
Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Confirming additional hostile ground forces.
Running out of time. Don't waste it.
Bandit down.
Must be that 3 Strikes guy running across from Rockies out.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Menace and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
We have to fight a pristine fleet. After all that?
Let's do this. Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke drones from the port. If it weren't for the bad weather, we would have been caught there. Prepare for anti-air combat. Arthur drone has reached the target. Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command,
Attend to me, officer. What do you think will turn drill into a real war? You don't see it, do you? It's imagination. So use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives. Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat. Anti-air combat.
All rotorcraft in the area appear to have been eliminated.
Helicopters are all gone. I've got you. Let's work our way to the party. They've done a number on our allies.
Missile launched. Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Target confirmed down. That was Fleet Commander Gleb Almazov on board. It's gonna take a long time to rebuild the fleet without him.
Missile away. UAV is down.
Capital officers, take a roundabout towards the joint government office from the waterfront.
Piece me? You got it.
Strider 1, don't ice up. Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
You're almost out of special weaponry.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Commence interception. Fire! Fire! Target enemy aircraft. Fire!
Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile? It's the terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV. What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation.
Impact the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit.
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
You alright?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000. It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it.
Distance 30,000. Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there?
Excellent. Salvation. The death of a million is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need a UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Lucian, head back. I want that 100% survival rate.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Flash to bed.
Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat. Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Strider 1, Fox 2. Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
Alright, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
That's easy for you to say.
5 minutes remaining.
Enemy blocked me. Breaking up.
Missile launched.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Target acquired.
Attack missed. Target acquired.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. I need you to attack the designated heli. That bandit is still on your back.
Deliverance.
Locked on.
Picture it. They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
Target confirmed down. In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Erusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
1 million lives gone. Picture it.
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Attacking from behind my target.
Impact, now.
Enemy behind you. Damn cowards, shooting us from beyond our range. Target confirmed down. With Captain Alonso Terrigo gone, Aegis vessel Thalassa won't be much of a threat.
Target is hit.
Shaking off enemy lock.
flashed.
3 strikes are still unharmed.
3 minutes remaining. All SU-37s have been destroyed.
Those guys were well trained. They're tough if we let them hound us.
Projectile exploded. It's gone. Strider 1, missile away. Target hit. Enemy has a lock on you.
Bandit down. Nicely done. I've got a sitting duck here. Watch two.
Target acquired.
Locked on.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
Behind the enemy.
2 minutes remaining. Missile launched. Missile hit.
Strider 1, enemy behind you. Hostile has a lock. Locked on bandit.
Target shot down. Strider 1, Fox 2. Target acquired. Detecting enemy air reinforcements on radar.
Sitting duck here.
Strider 1, you're entering clouds. Enemy has a lock on you. 1 minute remaining.
Valkyrie, this is Horton.
Enemy closing range.
Already waiting.
Strider 1, missile away.
There's a rumor going around with the military. 3 strikes in the sky is not any longer.
That's the way to do it.
3 strikes. Flags the drive.
I've got a sitting duck
Magical
here.
just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask? The captain wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you, to cut you apart. It was for your sins, your actions, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason. 3 strikes has enough of that. I do. Do you see an enemy, officer? You don't, do you?
Bandit down. Radar contacts. Additional hostile aircraft detected.
Locked on.
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, SU-47s.
Lanza, missile, behind you. That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Nicely done. Simply we can go to hell together.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Scream! Damn it! You'll pay for this, 3 strikes!
Only one left. We run them down together. But the death blow will be from you, Trigger.
Oh, I'll kill him! I'll kill him, all right!
Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
Scream!
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Scream! 3 strikes! Just as I imagined. Wait. This is how we end. But know this, 3 strikes. I'd rather go to hell than live in a world shaped by you. So yeah, we'll be heading there now.
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now!
I gotta catch up to her!
The Bat's blimp has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 strikes has removed all strangler illusion forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that they're planning to save 10 million lives with the illusion of their true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
Fusion,
no, stop it! Hey, chill.
Fusion, stand down. Sit.
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the Bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it!
That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still in the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge.
A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet.
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Aruja's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of Olred.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Mateus Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here.
The Erusian military finally sent part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in Olred. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be needed.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to Olred within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by Osea, its allies' sound surveillance system, and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The Alicorn will move along the Azalea Seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-8443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at P&E Trench. The sub's max operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sonobuoys to build a sonobuoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sonobuoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ass rocks and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So who's flying, Wiseman?
Everyone except myself. Oh. This is an order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP. Well, it's time for some treasure hunting, Trigger. Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Hushin. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
Patrol aircraft Sector 1. They'll deploy the sonobuoy barrier. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to try to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood. Understood. Roger.
Understood.
3 strikes, rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging.
Cyclops 2 engaging. He must have been waiting for us in the air.
Cyclops 4.
Here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, you could reduce them to a single digit.
20% of sonobuoys dropped. Situation report.
Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water.
Let me know with the bodies. I need the debris stops raining.
We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
So there were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Acquired lock on bandit. Firing! Okay, Mark 2. I can't break this lock. I gotta get rid of this guy. Wait.
Strider 1, missile launched. He's down.
Submarines underwater are using pilots as sacrificial lambs, just like with their UAVs.
Acquired lock on bandit. Firing!
Strider 1, missile away.
Was that 3 strikes? Thanks, buddy. 1.
Do you have a moment?
What's up?
2 groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. You have some signs held up. There are even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
Strider 1,
You're in
missile
Owen?
launched.
Well, yeah, I live here. I never saw the patrol guide as a mystery either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
You guys aren't running right.
Damn right.
Well trained.
Box 2. Wait, what? Yeah, those drones aren't running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need you to check something.
Nice kill, Trigger. The patrol aircraft can continue now.
45% of sonobuoys dropped. You got us! We're full on the side! We're their escort. Kill them with your body.
Prioritizing the ones close to the patrol aircraft.
Missile launched. Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Hostile confirmed down. Told you so. 3 strikes got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% of Sonobuoy dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
Enemy has a lock.
Won't be ready until they wipe us out, huh?
Communications baffles, Captain. They will chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
95% of Sonobuoy dropped.
No problem. Situation. They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas. Don't you dare 3 strikes.
Confirming new hostiles.
Friendly blast to hostile. That was close.
That's it, Trigger. You're the key to our success.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Our patrol aircraft are in trouble.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us.
Our ghost pal is in a tight spot.
Focus on the patrol aircraft.
Special delivery.
Go back underwater where you came from. We've lost the tackle!
They're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
Missile away. Strider 1, bandit splashed.
I'm taking fire! Mayday, mayday, mayday!
Patrol down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch.
All Sonobuoy dropped. Barrier completed. Analysis complete. Data linking the Alicorn navigable zone.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol.
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Strider 1, missile away.
I mean, you're dead, Trigger.
The MAD won't function at high speeds. Fly slower than 430 knots. Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. Danger digit doesn't see what is AD. Seems like this is our contingency.
Visually see the source of the noise on the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
That's an explosion. Patrol aircraft, what's happening underwater? Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. The Alicorn will use the noise recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead.
Don't let him get away.
Damn it. Spectre, I need you to determine the sublocation again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonobuoys to respond.
Oh, God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Caution. Pull up.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data linking.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
Caution. Pull up.
Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry. It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
He can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Monza, draw the attention of the hostile at 9 o'clock.
You reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow.
Target coordinates fired. Coordinates re-entered. Commence preparations to fire the VL Asrock.
VL Asrock ready for launch.
Line of fire is clear.
Ready. Fire all missiles!
Fire!
Missile away.
All anti-submarine missiles launched.
Report the results.
Did we get him?
Alicorn spotted. It's surfacing.
Surfacing? We haven't sunk it?
It's attacking our fleet.
Son of a... Didn't hit him.
What?
You're wrong, Cal. Backed him into a corner. They're vulnerable now to big surface. Follow up on Trigger.
Understood. Welcome.
Roger.
Welcome. Roger.
Imperial Vantage ship. We can't drain it. Evacuate! Lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis Vessel Canary. The order is to be brought to the bottom of the sea. Never allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
Capsizing.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up.
Target's destruction confirmed. All railguns have been destroyed.
Trigger tore both of his arms off. Don't let your guard down. There's no guarantee that monster only has a pair of them.
We lost all the remaining guns. Fire all remaining weaponry at 3 strikes. Make them all their aircraft.
Missile.
Trigger's attack hit. Can visually confirm hull damage.
Let's follow his lead.
You destroyed all of the SAM sites.
Yes, sir. The Alicorn is diving.
Scout breach is damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no need to retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Vector Squadron will continue surveillance. We might get
Surfacing.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto.
Jump spotted. It's underwater coordinates.
Alicorn surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss?
Bandit down.
Locked on Bandit.
Strider 1, missile away. All AA guns destroyed. Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that.
Yeah.
All right.
We surrender.
What?
What's going on?
I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
It's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it.
Negative. We can cannot attack those that have surrendered. That's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
Why hold international law so dearly? We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. And I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Tell me a story. Back when I was a company officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant? The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger.
Hit the bell, Trigger. Hurry. Wait, Trigger.
Stop attacking immediately.
Charge up. Target is the Ocean capital of Ored. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away is my very own hand.
It fired.
It's okay. The shell will miss.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass.
Open that shell.
All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
We'll go.
All right.
We'll go. We'll go. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FCS error. Can't raise the elevation of the barrel. 3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood the aft trim tanks. Further focus the aft first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs. Don't you see 3 strikes? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar. You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Good. Your attacks are hitting the base of the rail cannon.
You just made a statement right there, didn't you, Trigger?
A powerful gun, powerful ammunition, add to that lots of people and a precise aim. Then sprinkle death over all of it, and the formula is complete!
You're nothing more than a mass murderer.
7% of the charge at 45%. Pitch angle at 42 degrees. All right!
Target hit. Target hit.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Confirming explosions. The rail cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby. Don't you see? 1 million. 1 million lives!
The Alicorn's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in 2.
He really pulled it off.
And that's our final answer.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some send those around them to their doom.
like Captain Mateus Torres, was a devil incarnate. But there are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast the light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft and David, the operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall.
Hold up. Caution.
Well, it's time for some treasure hunt, Trigger.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Such a hothead, Ocean. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
Patrol aircraft Sector 1. I'll deploy the sonar buoy barrier. We're all prepared to fly the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to fly to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood. Understood.
Roger. Understood.
3 strikes of rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging.
Cyclops 2 engaging.
They must have been waiting for us in the air.
Cyclops 4, engaging. Here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, you could reduce them to a single digit.
20% of sonar buoys dropped. Situation report.
Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water.
Moving on with the bodies. I need the debris. Stops raining.
We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
There were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Acquired lock on bandit. Firing! Okay, Fox 2. We can break this lock. We gotta get rid of this guy.
Strider 1, missile launched. Enemies down.
Submarines underwater. They're using pilots as sacrificial lambs, just like with their UAVs.
Fox 2. Acquired lock on bandit. Firing!
Strider 1, missile away.
Do you have a moment?
What's up?
2 groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. You got some signs held up. Or even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
Strider 1,
You're in
missile
orbit?
launched.
Well, yeah, I live here. I haven't saw the terminal guided mystery either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
You guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Well trained.
Yeah, drones are running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need you to check something.
Nice kill, Trigger. Patrol aircraft can continue now.
45% of sonar buoys dropped. Got it! We're full out of the side! We're their escort. Kill them with your body.
Prioritizing the ones close to the patrol aircraft.
Missile launched. Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Break the block!
Hostile confirmed down.
Dodge us out. 3 strikes got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% of sonar buoys dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
Enemy has a lock.
Won't be ready till they wipe us out, huh? We're ready to die for this one.
Communications baffles, Captain. They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
95% of sonar buoys dropped.
They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas. Come If you dare 3 strikes.
Confirming new hostiles.
That's it, Trigger. You're the key to our success.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Our patrol aircraft are in trouble.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us.
Our ghost pallet's in a tight spot. Strider 1, hostile.
Focus on the patrol aircraft.
Missile did not connect. Special delivery.
Thanks for the assist.
Will be eliminated.
Go back underwater where you came from. We've lost the tackle.
They're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
Missile away. Strider 1, bandit splashed.
I'm taking fire. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Patrol down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch.
All syllables dropped. Barrier completed. Analysis complete. Stabilizing the Alicorn navigable zone.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol.
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Strider 1, missile away.
You're dead, Trigger.
The MAD won't function at high speeds. Fly slower than 430 knots. Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that this was an MAD. Seems like this is our contingency.
Signaling to the source of the noise at the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
That's it, explosion. Patrol aircraft, what's happening underwater? Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. Alicorn will use the noise for cover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead.
Hide it out. Don't let him get away.
Damn it. Spectre, I need you to determine the sublocation again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data leaking.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
He can launch them underwater?
If you can squash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's giving me so much cover and I'm still... Shit, just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Monza, draw the attention of the hostile at 9 o'clock.
You've reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow.
Target coordinates acquired.
Coordinates re-entered. Commence preparations to fire the VL Asrock. Roger. We're hit. Prepare to abandon ship. We can't drain it. Evacuate. Lost destroyer Seagull and Aegis vessel Canary. The order is to to the bottom of the sea. Allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
One of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up!
Target's destruction confirmed. All railguns have been destroyed.
Trigger tore both of his arms off! Don't let your guard down. There's no guarantee that monster only has a pair of...
We lost all of our main guns! Fire all remaining weaponry in 3 strikes! Ignore all other aircraft!
Trigger's attack hit. Can visually confirm hull damage.
Let's follow his lead!
You destroyed all of the SAM sites.
Yes, sir! The Alicorn is diving.
Power station damaged. We'll have to service again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Anchor Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate
That's what I'd like to see.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to meet the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto.
self-spotted. It's underwater coordinates.
Alicorn surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss?
Bandit down.
Locked on Bandit.
Strider 1, missile away. All AA guns destroyed. Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that. Yeah. All right.
We surrender.
What?
What's going on?
I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
It's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it.
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. It's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
Why hold international law so dearly? We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Don't tell me the story. Back when I was a government officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm.
Hit the barrel, Trigger. Hurry. Wait, Trigger.
Stop attacking immediately.
Charge up.
Target is the Ocean capital of Florida. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away, I have no hands. What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass.
Move the next shell.
All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
We'll go.
All right.
We'll go. We'll go. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FPS error. Can't raise the elevation of the barrel. 3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood the aft trim tanks. Sir, the boat will sink aft first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs. Don't you see 3 strikes? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar! You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Your attacks are hitting the base of the rail cannon.
You just made a statement right there, didn't you, Trigger?
A powerful boat and a powerful gun, powerful ammunition, act that wants people in a precise aim. Then sprinkle down a little orbit, and the formula is complete.
You're nothing more than a mass murderer.
Temperature charge at 45%. Pitch angle at 2 degrees. All right.
Target hit. Target hit.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Confirming explosion. The rail shell cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby. Don't you see? 1,000,000 lives.
The Alicorn's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in two.
He really pulled it off.
That's our final answer.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was a devil incarnate. But there are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast the light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, vanishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft and David, the operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall.
Operation is complete.
Can we celebrate now?
Yeah, good work.
Yeah! Yahoo!
Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Whoa. Not something I'll
That was
tell my son
something.
about. Give me a break.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
David, only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president.
That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay. Well, now to the conclusion. Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity, why not terminate him?
There is a fact that has been observed in all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in. All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
Try to be more sensuous.
Go Trigger's way, he'll make it. He leads the way.
Really?
Significance is high.
That's uncharacteristically illogical of you.
Ha ha ha.
Is that really how you laugh?
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger, and and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting this pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
Our ground forces are now newly captured Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital. Half the enemy's already down. LR at the speed is really something.
Keep it moving. Breaking away.
Roger. The park will be secured. Yoshi and Big Shot clear the way.
I have the feeling.
SAM site down.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Cyclops 1, hold your ground.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 to meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger. I've got a sitting duck here.
Box 2, Box 2. Ally shut down. Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking. Enemy is locked on. Breaking.
Target eliminated. Fox 2.
Caution, enemy has a lock.
Missile hit.
Okay, Trigger. Submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Lucian. Roger.
Target acquired.
Missile! Evading!
Nice kill!
The missile got through our ECM. Shoot it!
Missile closing in on me!
Target hit.
Strider 1, missile closing. Evade!
Keep sending the enemy forces to their watery graves.
Three strikes is overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
Missile away. Missile confirmed sunk.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given any circumstances. There's something we can do.
Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
Missile.
locked.
Caution. Pull up.
Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait.
These guys just come up. Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships. Just how many did we lose? Enemy missiles coming out of these resources. Back.
Heroes have more considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
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 What do you mean retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing.
Enemy missile coming at me. Flanking.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
We're slowly at the upper hand. Keep the tide of battle in our favor.
Target acquired.
Finish them!
Missile inbound. I can't get away.
That area's all yours, Strider. We're back at 1 squadron at the Silver Bridge.
Fire gun eliminated. Warning, enemy has a read on you.
Missile.
Missile in the air. Break.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
Target eliminated. Missile launched. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Careful. The ruins of sunken ships make these waters shallow.
Over half our forces are neutralized! We still have a chance at victory! Say goodbye. It's much easier to defend when you take up attack by us.
Pull up.
Attacking from behind my target.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
Our tanks and combat vehicles are knocked out. We'll mostly fall into the enemy's air support.
Missile.
Great. Locked up, man.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
We're evenly matched. It'll be a grind, Strider. Longcaster, this is Mate 1. We'll handle the rest.
All aircraft, move on to assist other units.
Thanks, LRSSG. We'll take it from here. Enemy missile detected! Enemy is locked on. Breaking!
Fox 2.
Strider 1 got one. The enemy's about to overrun our position. Tighten up the defenses immediately.
The enemy's striking back with everything they've got. Silver Bridge.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Locked on!
Locked him.
Missile.
Enemy sighted.
Missile.
Unload every last round of ammo you've got. We can't let them get past us. The enemy
enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
It's no use! We have to retreat! Vermonti reconstruction part is under our control. Now, on to the enemy headquarters. They're the wrong place. Give them away.
Enemy got away.
Strata 1, Fox 2. Target destroyed. Strata 1, target acquired. Strata 1, tank destroyed.
Powerful AA defense system in the AO. Gorgeous Tango 2 39. Where's the AA? No unseen. Protecting the defenses.
Missile. Missile.
Missed! See where shot my missile down before it reached.
Missile.
I'm being targeted from their ground facility. Taking fire! Yes, they were lucky to make their move, even though we're still recovering from the last battle.
Target is hit.
Dodge that missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Attack missed.
Strider 1, Magnum. 3 minutes remaining. Vehicle confirmed destroyed. SAM site down. Anti-aircraft guns destroyed.
The enemy has let up. Hopefully it stays that way for a while.
Strider 4, evasive action, now!
Fox 2. Strata 1, target acquired.
Locked on, fire out! Strider 1, break, break!
Put your backs into it, man! If we get through this, reach for RB!
Nice. Target eliminated.
Missile hit. 2 minutes remaining.
Enemy missile inbound, evading! Dodge that missile. Enemy dodged. Continuing attack. Breaking off. Locked on. Missile inbound. Breaking. Taking.
So close I can almost taste it.
Target destroyed.
Fox 2. Special weaponry depleted.
Enemy's got a lock.
Our tank commander's down!
Vehicle eliminated.
Fire your next missile. Push a giant hole in that enemy ship.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
How does that miss?
Tank is destroyed.
Missile inbound, evade!
30 seconds remaining.
Bandit in my sight.
Bandit down.
Locked on.
Show them how Osea fights this battle.
Breaking. Can't get away from this rock.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Behind the enemy.
Breaking. I need to evade.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is broadcaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that. Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. 2 bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ didn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile.
I'm hit! See where your plane is headed. Eject. Too far ahead. Forgive me. Good luck.
Target acquired. Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 leaders. Eject while you can still talk.
One ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Missile.
Look out. Missile closing. Locked on.
Miss, target's still active.
Shaking bandit. Enemy has a lock on me.
Locked on bandit.
Taking evasive action.
Punch 2.
Time for a quick hit and run.
Missile.
Enemy has a lock on me. This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. We gotta eject.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not gonna rock. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. Rex. What? Alright, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Target is hit.
Nice, fine. Give him one more. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys will let you have it.
Target acquired. Missile hit.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Caution. 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 Caution.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Stall warning.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot.
Caution. Hold up.
Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman, missile closing.
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is
Wiseman,
down.
eject already, Wiseman.
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Wiseman, shit. Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Look, Count.
Can Trigger handle this solo?
punched. He's a hit.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn it.
reaching out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under OCN control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Caution. Pull up.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
Pull up.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.